all sharing the same soil. The savanna was a grand stage where every creature played its role. Young hominids followed the adults' footprints, learning the path of travel. The instinct for togetherness kept them close, protecting one another from danger. For us today, those footprints are a message from the past that the first steps toward humanity began here, on the quiet African soil. That afternoon, the group was foraging near a shallow river when a prehistoric crocodile emerged, jaws wide open. Panic erupted as they all ran to higher ground. An adult male swung a large branch to scare the predator. Though simple, this act of courage bought time for the others to escape. The event became a vital lesson. Water was not only a source of life, but also a hiding place for danger. They learned to choose safer spots to drink. Though they had no modern weapons, group cooperation was their greatest weapon. Every member had a role in ensuring the safety of all. The day ended safely, but danger in the savanna never truly left. Survival meant being ready to face threats at any moment. The sun set, replacing the daytime heat with cool air. The Australopithecus group gathered on high tree branches, away from night predators. Above, the sky was filled with stars, untouched by artificial light. The night wind carried the silence mixed with nature's whispers. They huddled together, warming each other. Safety came only from the closeness of the group. In the distance, the roar of a prehistoric lion was followed by the howl of hyenas. Their eyes stayed wide open, ears always alert. The night was long for those without strength. Yet beneath the fear, the night offered lessons in beauty and patience. They learned to wait, to endure, until the morning light returned to the earth. The stars they saw that night are the same ones we see today, a reminder that we are connected to a distant past. The dry season arrived, bringing dust and hot air. Grass turned yellow, rivers began to shrink. The group had to walk farther to find water sources. The long journey through the dry savanna weakened the young and the old. They survived by eating roots and dried fruit still clinging to bushes. The long journey through the dry savanna weakened the young and the old. They survived by eating roots and dried fruit still clinging to bushes. In hardship, they followed other animal herds toward the last remaining pools of water. Survival instinct guided them, just like every other creature. The water they found was murky and muddy, but still a savior. Each sip meant surviving one more day. The dry season taught them that survival was not only about strength, but also about patience and perseverance. One afternoon, they encountered a group of Paranthropus boisei, another hominid species larger and stronger. Though similar, the two groups differed in how they foraged. Paranthropus preferred eating tough plants, using their large jaws, while Australopithecus stuck to fruits, leaves, and insects. Asterisk. The meeting was peaceful, though suspicion lingered. They observed each other, realizing that not only predators but also fellow hominids could be a threat. After a while, the two groups parted, continuing their separate lives. The savanna remained home to many stories that never crossed paths. That encounter was a reminder that the prehistoric world was a place of competition, even among those who were alike. One night, lightning struck a dry tree, sparking a massive fire. The group panicked, running away from the blazing light. It was their first time seeing fire. The fire consumed bushes and grass, driving wild animals away. Though dangerous, fire also cleared land, allowing greener pastures to grow after the rains. They watched from a distance, too afraid to approach. None could have known that in the future, fire would become one of humanity's greatest powers. That night, the sky glowed red, reflecting in their eyes. Fear and awe blended into one feeling. The fire from the sky became part of their collective memory, a phenomenon that changed their view of the world. Generations passed, yet their bodies slowly changed. Leg bones grew stronger, brains slightly larger. Evolution worked slowly but surely. Each season, they explored new lands, leaving tracks across Africa. Some groups became lost, adapting to different environments. They didn't realize these changes, but they would one day shape the lineage leading to modern humans. Their story was not just about survival, but also about being part of the long journey to who we are today. Each of their steps was a stepping stone in history, a small mark shaping the civilizations to come. Now, millions of years later, we find fossils, footprints, and remnants of their lives. Each discovery is a piece of the puzzle about who we are. From Australopithecus to Homo sapiens, the journey was full of struggle and adaptation. They are the foundation of all our achievements. The stars they saw and the land they walked on still exist today. We are the continuation of a story that began 4 million years ago. Their legacy is not wealth, but the ability to survive, adapt, and move forward. And every time we look at the night sky, we are reminded that their footprints still live within us all. Imagine stepping into a time machine, leaving behind the city's hustle, arriving at a wild earth. The wind carries the scent of wet soil. Distant calls of ancient animals echo. This is East Africa, 4 million years ago, where the story of our ancestors begins. Imagine stepping into a time machine, leaving behind the city's hustle, arriving at a wild earth. The wind carries the scent of wet soil. Distant calls of ancient animals echo. This is East Africa, 4 million years ago, where the story of our ancestors begins. They are Australopithecus afarensis, beings destined to play a vital role in our long history. Standing only waist-high to a modern adult, their bodies are slender, their faces ape-like, yet their eyes hint at cleverness. Their steps are upright, though not perfect. Their feet press firmly into the ground, leaving prints that will one day be silent witnesses to the long journey of evolution. They may not know it, but each step is the beginning of the human story. We stand still, watching them from afar. They live simply searching for food, avoiding predators. Beneath it all lies a story of survival in a harsh world, a story that will one day change the course of history. The morning sun sweeps across the savannah. Dew still clings to the grass as a group of hominids slowly emerges from shelter. They search for wild fruits, roots, and edible leaves before the midday heat arrives. Young ones run close to their mothers, learning to identify safe plants and avoid poisonous ones. The instinct to protect offspring is strong, even without language. Hand gestures and simple sounds are their tools for communication. Occasionally, their eyes scan the bushes. A prehistoric lion or giant hyena could appear at any moment. Life in the savannah means constant vigilance, for predators